All right, welcome back, Delgado's Rants. Glad that you're coming along this journey. I'm just really super excited for this. I just want to change the world, and you can help me do this. This is the first step: listening to this content, digesting it, spewing it out all around you. So I really appreciate it. Joe Delgado, your everything coach, Indestructible Me. Find us. We got a lot of great things going on. We got Fast for Life. We got coaching, health and fitness, information about starting or where to go, what to do with a business, all of that type of stuff. Everything I mention is based around freedom. Ooh, I should have my marker. Freedom, baby. This is the goal for anything in life. Speaking of goals, hopefully you're taking an interest in my book, the planner, the thing that's going to change your life. You'll write down your goals. You'll create a plan in every aspect to eliminate the garbage that's holding you back, and then add on the things that's going to push you forward. Freedom is defined as the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. So, there's so many different examples in our world where freedom comes involved. If you're on Twitter, make sure you're following us, Indestructible Me. But, if you look at all these successful people, right? Elon Musk comes to mind all the time because he's just wild. He just posts things on Twitter. He's almost, and it's crazy. Everyone, I know what's going through their mind because it's going through my mind too. It's like, this guy's the richest person on the planet, and he acts like almost like a child, and he doesn't act like a child whatsoever. Or you might think he's super immature when he's a multi-billionaire and almost trillionaire. I don't think he's immature either. He's literally just he's living life. Literally, there's tons of people on Twitter that are doing far worse things. And the only reason why we're holding him to a certain standard is because he has all his wealth. And the funny thing is, the reason why he can do whatever he wants is because he has this wealth. The reason why is freedom. And every time he posts something, I'm just like, that is free. That's what I want. I want that freedom. He has the ability he runs multiple multi-billion-dollar organizations. He's cashes out of Tesla on stock sometimes whenever he needs to pay for something, whenever he needs to start a new project. Just think about the power that involved, like whatever you want to start something, oh yeah, boom, done. All right, it's nothing. Be able to live on your own terms, travel, go wherever you want. I spent a week in Florida. I literally just up and left. I didn't have to email someone, put time off, wait for a request to get accepted or denied, create like autoresponders for my direct reports. And then still get blasted with phone calls no matter what. How do I do this? What do I need to do? It's freedom. What is freedom? How do you get freedom? This might be a little different for you, which I don't really think. I think it's the same for all of us. But I think freedom is going to come from cash flow. From assets. That's freedom. So this could be tons of different assets, businesses, real estate. I would hate to say this because I don't really believe they're assets, but stocks, bonds, crypto. I guess you can run an organization about crypto, right? You can buy franchises, you can buy companies, established companies. You can start a company. There's tons of different ways that you can start companies, but those are going to be assets, right? Assets are things that are going to add value over time. So you gotta eliminate the impatientness, because the thing is about freedom is that you agree to having zero freedom to get to freedom. That's the biggest thing. We live in a world today that we are educated, brainwashed, that a work-life balance is essential. That's the essence to life. You gotta, don't go all in and work so hard. You're gonna burn yourself out, and then you're just gonna be miserable all the time, blah, blah, blah. You gotta have balance. So that's why we work 5 days and take off the weekends. Just relax, you gotta have that time. I will agree that we do have to have time, but you could do that in different ways where you're not taking off your life. You're putting your life on hold when you do that. Stop hitting the snooze button. But in order to chase and get freedom, you have to give up freedoms now. Meaning you gotta work 7 days a week, 160 hours. And figure out a way to work more hours than that each week. There's only 168 hours a week if you didn't know that, and to prevent you from doing the math right now. So 168 hours every single week. So you can hire people, and that adds 40 to 50 hours into your life. You absorb their hours for your own. That's how a business works. If you're working for a company right now and you're putting in 50 hours a week, you're adding 50 hours additional to that company, that organization, your boss. So because they're not doing their work, you're doing something and it's adding the time back to them. So they're getting a plethora of time, and they're able to have freedom. They're able to do whatever because they have people doing stuff for them. That's the idea, right? So You need things to be there. You need to put in all this time and energy into building assets, right? You can't start a business and boom, there you go. You got passive income day one. It's just not going to work. And if you do, it's not going to probably be sustainable. Or if you buy something. So freedom. So let's say. What a bigger aspect is this is I had an episode about lump sum of cash compared to cash flow. If you had $1 million compared to like $10, or if you're making $40,000 a year and you were given $1 million, right? And would you take the $1 million and use it, or would you get an asset? And that's the thing. Freedom, you have to give up that $1 million and go to zero. If you want real freedom, you wouldn't keep that $1 million and use it. That's if you look at the history of lotto winners, even most sports athletes, there's a ton of people that go belly up because they're getting a ton of money at one time and they're dumping it. Mike Tyson, great example. Highest paid fighter still to date. Everyone looks at Floyd, and he's flaunting around all his money, but Mike Tyson was still the highest paid because everyone wanted to see his left hook, and he was worth. A couple years ago, he was worth like $300,000. The guy was paid almost $1 trillion over the course of his career. He's building that back up because now he understands. He's getting assets. He's burning it up, doing a bunch of dumb shit. Dude's great. He's like 50 years old. He's great shape. He's going back and fighting, and he's freaking building an empire. So that's the thing. You gotta give that up. You get a ton of money. You get a huge, large network of friends maybe. whatever the asset is, whatever like the abundance is, the recommendation would be to give it up in some sort of way that's going to add value consistently for a long period of time. And then hopefully that builds and becomes a more valuable thing in the future. That's what an asset is, right? If I buy a house for $100,000 in 10 years, hopefully, most likely it just lets you know it's just inflation. The house doesn't go up in value. Money just goes down in value. But most likely in 10 years, money's going to be worth less. So I could sell that house for $150,000. So boom, I made a profit. Wow, whoop-de-doo. That's the idea. That's a simple concept. But freedom, you have to give up freedom today to get it. If you burn what you have today, then you don't get anything. And that's that work-life balance. You get a small sliver of time now and you use it you give in. You use the small amount of window of time that you have now, and then you have to do that consistently. You have to continuously live in a world of work-life balance. You will continuously have to work. Warren Buffett, if you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you will live the rest of your life earning money, working to earn money. And that's the concept. So you need to learn how to produce a cash flow. I started a Facebook group. You can go on that. I'm going to educate people how to do automated tasks. So it just, you can make money while you sleep. You can make money or earn money. I had an episode about that. I'm checking myself right now. You got to check yourself. That's what a coach is for, a mentor is for. That's why you're here. You earn money, you don't make money. So you got to give it up. Same idea. Right now we are believed that we give up. We have to use the time that we get. So we work 5 days, we get 2 days off. Boom, I'm going to use that 2 days to do housework, to binge watch, to sleep in, to drink, going out with my friends or family, do nothing. And then it's just a never-ending cycle. What would be better is that you work for 5 days. Those 2 days off, you continue working. Maybe in the beginning, you work actually at the job, secretly, off the clock. You're reading books to improve and to get you better at more skills, more resources, more talents, so you can perform the job better. So you do actually more work in the 5 days that you're at the job, and you get promoted, and you become more and more remote. That's what happened with me. I went from customer facing, where it was more of demanding for me to be at specific locations. And then I improved. I kept on moving up. I moved up. And then bam, I had a remote job and the salary and all the great stuff. I had more freedom, time. And then I was able to do other stuff. So maybe in the beginning, you're learning just talents and skills to improve your job so you continuously move up, right? I gave up my freedom of time that I was given, or I was allowed to live my life. I gave up that time for that time period to learn and improve myself, and that paid off tons of benefits in the future. Work for free. That's an episode that you gotta watch. This is the thing. Working for free is freedom. You're giving up that time now, and then you're going to have a plethora. You're going to have way more time in the future than everyone else around you. Because let's scale it for 10 years. If we are on the same, let me erase this. This is the first time ever that I am erasing my board and drawing stuff, because I'm a visual person and I'm getting intense with this freaking subject here. Let's say you're on 2 planes, 2 people. We got you, friend. Now 10 years. Now, let's look at it. You and a friend. Your friend does the work-life balance, right? So they're going to continuously work 5 days, have 2 days off. Work 5 days, 2 days off. Work 5 days, 2 days off, right? Oops. Apparently can't do that while I'm talking. It's just going to continue doing that, right? Where if you, boom, you work, you're sacrificing, and then you get little bumps in time that you have. And after 10 years, this line is going to be time. Look at which one would you rather have? You're going to have more time, whatever this may be. And instead, you're going to just be continuously doing the same thing. This is probably a really foolish demonstration, but it makes sense. You're going to give up now. And then you're just going to continue grinding, working hard. And then you're going to get bumps, right? Promotions. Or you're going to get a little bit more, your head's going to come up above water a little bit more. And then you're going to continue just, stay broke is the idea, right? You stay broke, you just keep putting your head down and keep working. And then, boom, maybe your shoulders are above water now. Like, hey, this is great. I'm getting some sunlight. I can breathe. And then, boom, you're going to have a fucking surge. And then you both are living for the next 10 years. It's almost safe to say that. I mean, depending on the lifestyle. This is just like health and nutrition. Many of us have the idea of like, I'm going to do whatever I want right now because when I get older, that's when I'll change. It's the same concept. And that's why moderation doesn't work. Sacrifice now, and then you'll flourish. And this is 10 years. This is going to continue going up. 10 years. 33, 43, 53, 63. We are almost killing ourselves to try to have a family in our mid to late 20s because we're afraid that we won't be able to spend time with our loved ones when we're in our 50s. Come on. Human beings should not be feeble in their 50s. I see people all the time. 50s, oh, my hip. And they don't have any war stories. They don't have any crazy event that happened. They're just not stretching. They're not functional. They're not consistently moving and exercising. So they're decrepit. They're freaking feeble. Which one do you want to be on? Which one, huh? Let me know. What are you chasing in life? Hopefully it's freedom. We got to get it. Freedom is key. Change the mind, we change the world. Follow us at Indestructible Me. We'll make you indestructible. And together we can change the world. Thank you for tuning in. And always be great.